What's up YouTube? I'm Rob Anderson, and if you're new to this channel is about publishing audiobooks on Audible and Amazon and making money doing that. As many of you know, I also sell on Amazon. I have my own brands that I've created there and do really well with that. So if you're new here, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and turn on the bell notifications. Let me know what you think about this video, what kind of content you want to see. But I really want to talk about, in this video, something a little different, and that is margins, audiobook publishing profit margins. Now, this isn't something that's often talked about in publishing and self-publishing by people who make money doing Kindle books or audiobooks. And honestly, it's one of the best things about this business model. And if you're a business person, you really understand this, that the margins publishing audiobooks are insane. What do I mean by that? Well, on Audible, the typical rate that if you're exclusive with them that they'll pay you is 40%. Okay, they'll pay you, so if the book is priced $20, which it usually is priced $19.95, they'll pay you 40% of that, which is about $8. Now, when I talk to people casually about this business model, you know, friends and such, they're like, 40%, that's it? You know, they only pay you 40% of the book that you wrote and created, but they're missing the point, right? The point is not that, oh, Amazon or Audible is so greedy and they keep 60%. The point is that you're making a 40% net profit margin. Now, let that sink in. Compare that to other things available out on the market. A real estate investment, profit margins for that, anywhere from 5 to 10%. If you got a 10% consistent net profit margin with a real estate deal, you'd be through the roof. Same thing with stocks. If you consistently earned 10% on a stock investment, year after year after year, you'd be through the roof. Now, I just checked my Charles Schwab Roth IRA, my whatever index fund in my retirement account, and it was up 6.5%. And I was stoked about that because it's been like 2 and 3 earlier in the year. So I was pumped about, think about that. I was stoked about 6.5%, okay, over stocks and bonds in my retirement account. Audiobook publishing is 40%. A lot of big businesses, they typically operate in the 15% profit margin. So think about that, we're way outdoing that. Huge companies like Walmart, I think Walmart only operates around 5% net profit margin, which is why their prices are so insanely cheap. Now, of course, they operate by just doing tons and tons and tons of gross revenue. That's how they're able to make so much money, but their margins are razor thin. Okay, and I think Costco kind of has a similar business model. Their margins are razor thin, but they make money on the membership, the Costco, the yearly annual membership. So that just kind of gives you some perspective about profit margins and why 40% is insane. Okay, but I'm not done there yet. I actually want to compare it to selling on Amazon, your own brand, because I know a lot about that too, as I've shown on my own channel. So let me show you quickly a typical profit margin on Amazon. So let's say, guys, I wanted to sell a yoga mat like this, right? And it's $15.99. Okay, I wanted to create my own brand of yoga mats, which this is very competitive with 11,000 reviews. So I would not recommend this, guys. But let's go ahead and I'll take the ASIN and let's find it here. And the item price is $15.99. You saw that? So wow, this is already crazy. Just selling it at $15.99 without inputting the cost of the product yet, the net margin is 14.82%. Now, if it was just if that was after the cost of the product, I'd say, oh, that's pretty good. That's better than most investments like stocks and stuff. But we still have to factor in the cost of the product. Let's say that it costs us $1. That's shipping to Amazon warehouse. That's customs from China. That's the cost. That only leaves us $8.5. But I doubt we can get it for $1. I doubt we can even get it for $2. If we can get that yoga mat for $2, we can make a 2.31% net profit margin. Okay, you see? And so anybody that sells on Amazon, if they can find a product that is 20 or 25% profit margins, that is outstanding. And I do a lot of consulting for private label sellers, and that's usually what I tell them to recommend or go for. Most of my products are in that range. They're between 20 and 30% net profit margins. And that's awesome. As you can tell from Amazon and this yoga mat, 20 to 30 on Amazon is insane, okay? But we're doing much better with audiobooks. So there you have it, guys. There's an example. That's a profit margin calculator on Amazon, and anybody who sells on Amazon is very familiar with that tool. So we're looking at, for a physical product of a 25% net profit margin. That would make us stoked. But with audiobooks, 40%. If I found a product to sell on Amazon that had 40% net profit margins, I would be ordering 5,000 units right now and shipping them straight to Amazon and creating custom packaging. They're unicorns on Amazon, okay? They are unicorns, but they are abundant audiobook opportunities on Audible with 40% net profit margins. Now, I told you how great the profit margins are, okay, fine and good. I don't want to stop there. You also want to think about the ROI, okay, your return on your investment. ROI, why is that so important at all? Why does that matter? Well, ROI is how fast you can get your money back, right? If you have, maybe you're making a lot of money per sale, but the ROI is low, you're not gonna feel, you're not gonna feel that wealth coming in, okay? And ROI can be difficult selling physical products because you have to, every sale that you make, you have to account for the cost of buying the unit itself because you're marking it up. Now, I'm gonna be straightforward. It does cost about, $500 to maybe $1,000 to create your own audiobook. You have to have somebody write it, you have to have somebody narrate it, you have to have a cover made. Now you can eliminate, 95% of those costs by writing the book yourself and learning how to narrate it yourself. But let's just assume you don't want to do that. Let's say it costs you $750. Now it might take you a few months to get that to recoup your initial investment. But after that, see, that's when the magic happens. After that, you're talking about pure profit. That 40% net margin that we talked about is pure profit, okay? It's 100 plus ROI. It doesn't get, it's all ROI, okay? You see what I'm saying? That $20 audiobook, that $8, that's yours to keep, okay? You see what I'm saying? Now you can reinvest it and create new books, but if that was a physical product, okay? If you sold a physical product for $20 and your net profit was $8, more than likely you'd have to save $5 for the next reorder. You see what I'm saying? Be like, oh, I gotta reorder, I'm selling so many, I gotta reorder. I know this because I sell units, right? If I sell 2,000 units a month, which I do of a certain product, I'd have to have 3 months of inventory or more at a time. That means, oh man, I'm selling so much, I gotta reorder 6,000. And it's a constant battle. Okay, and the ROI can make it hard to feel like you're really making money, even though you are on paper. Okay, it can take a while for that to build up. With audiobooks, that $8 is yours. The ROI is insane. So the net margin and the ROI on audiobooks are just better than anything else out there that I know of, that I see working. That's an honest business model, that's straightforward. So guys, that's what I think. Tell me what you think about publishing. Have you ever thought about it this way? Subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you think. And thanks for checking out my channel.